Until Josh Allen became the quarterback for the Cowboys, nobody really paid this football team any mind. A team on the precipice of a breakout season in the Mountain West, starting it off in the desert. We give up a sack, but break through the line for a nice first down run and finish that drive off with a short yard score. Already down by a couple points. This would set up our eventual touchdown pass, a stop and go from our receiver into the red zone. We fast forward into the third quarter, a deep pass, almost intercepted, but falling to the turf. We get it back to our tight end on the drag route to get us inside the red zone. And under 4 to play, we get a nice touchdown off the spin move for our running back's second score of the ball game. Fourth down, and we find a wide open receiver, but too much air under the ball and falls incomplete, leading the Sun Devils back into the contest. We'll find the tight end this time, getting us further down the field, but a pass interference call will give us life. 2nd and 10 seconds remaining in the contest. We find a man in the back of the end zone for the game-winning score. We get a win over a Big 12 opponent to start the year. Not many teams thought we could do it. Svoboda and Whaley leading the Cowboys to a 1-0 start to the season. We started home with a smash route to the 50, 40, and pushed out of bounds, setting up a field goal that would be knocked through. Later in the quarter, looking for the motion seam to our halfback, unable to get it to our receiver. This one will be returned for 6, and the Cowboys are in a deficit early. Back to pass, finding a man up the seam inside the red zone, and we let our halfback go in. Little jet touch pass to tie the game at 14. Would be denied, bringing it back on the holding penalty. An interception there. We'll get sacked to end the third quarter. An interception, giving us life once again. Whaley not getting quite enough. And a sack later in the drive. We'd have to settle for 3. A deep ball on 4th down would hit the turf. So we'll drop to 1-1. BYU, another Big 12 opponent coming in. Finding the halfback on the motion seam. Tackled inside the 10. Whaley, showing he's a dual threat back. We let the power back get a short yard score. Play action here. No, it's a double pass, and a man wide open down the field. Looking to keep our momentum rolling. We find a man on the crosser and in for 6. Pass to the outside. Gillenborg, our tight end, leading all tight ends in the Mountain West with receiving yards. We find the angle route to the wide out and a commanding lead for Wyoming. Halfback handed off, and he's found the burst. 28-3 early in the third quarter. Cougars go on to score a touchdown. It would not matter. A rivalry win and our first commitments of this rebuild. We go 1-2-3 with the start. And this double pass would be unsuccessful. We've been to Arizona. We played a team from Oklahoma, Utah. And somehow we come down with a deep pass deep in the heart of Texas. A smash route here. Not enough air under the pass. It looks like it's going back for 6 unless we can bring them down. A great field possession gives the Eagles 7 points. Somehow that ball is deflected through the raindrops. Already down by 2 scores, and this one's not going to help us either. Failed 4th down opportunity. Gillenborg inside a triple coverage. We're in a big hole here early. We'll cut it in half. A field goal going to be missed. So our second loss of the season in a non-conference game. And Whaley against the Falcons. Going to get us inside the red zone. Pulling up in the pocket is Svoboda, wearing Josh Allen's number. He's going to fumble it inside the 5. On 4th and 1, we get the first points of the contest. Looking for more. Svoboda scrambling to his right, looking for square, but he pulls it down instead to the 40 and out of bounds there. A low-scoring defensive battle going the way of the Cowboys, and a drag route to our wideout going to get us inside the 10. And the RPO almost intercepted, and we miss a short yard field goal. not the best start. We get some points here from our halfback. Looking for more. The tight end's open on the play action. Gillenborg inside the red zone. Stiff arming the man. A violent play there. We hit him again to get a touchdown. Diving into the end zone to take a 2-touchdown lead. Finding him once again on the crosser off the play action. Shy of the red zone, and we kick a field goal to maintain our 2-touchdown lead. Just looking for insult to injury. We find Gillenborg to pad the stats. It's going to be a 24-3 final here over the Aztecs. John Michael, player of the game. Who else? And we head to San Jose, finding our man on the left side for a big score. Down by 11, hitting him once again on that angle route. Nobody bringing him down. He's going to go into the end zone untouched. And be down by a couple points now. Later in the no, this is the 2-point conversion. Easily converted off the diving grab. Play action to the tight end, Gillenborg. John Michael surging down the field, getting a block. He's down at the 11. 3rd down, looking for the halfback. Svoboda. Go behind the line. His field goal would tie it up at 21 all. Not many in attendance today, but they're seeing a humdinger of a contest. And that 1st down would give us another long field goal opportunity. And no doubt about it, it's going through. We'd head to overtime. We win the toss. We select defense first after a Spartan field goal. We head inside the red zone, and we'd finish the contest here. A walk-off winner. Tremendous effort there. We get a 3-star tight end, probably Gillenborg's replacement, and our wideout after his 2 very long touchdown catches. Conference Player of the Week. We start the rivalry game off against the Aggies with a missed field goal, a sack. We're down by 2 scores. Gonna get it to the halfback out of the backfield. Not sure what the defense was doing. He doesn't have enough speed to get into the end zone. Tackled down at the 1. Svoboda under center, handing it off to the power back. We get 7 on the board before the end of the half. Another play action here, looking for John Michael. Takes a wallop down to the turf. Way to hang on, young man. We're gonna get sacked. Gonna try a long field goal to tie the game at 10. And too much power. Almost hit the brick building, but we'll find Gillenborg in the end zone to take a game-winning lead. Heading to New Mexico now, deep in conference action. And 3-5 Lobos going to get a gift from our quarterback as we can't make a tackle, and we're going to go down by 10 early. Looking, surveying, finding a man on that crossing route, and Brown's inside the red zone. We've been a pretty decent passing team this season. Inside of the red zone, handoff to Whaley. We haven't seen him in the end zone in a couple weeks. Good to see him back there. John Michael, his bread and butter play inside the 20. We're going to need a lot of help from our offense and defense if we want to get back into this game. A juke move, staying on his feet after 3 missed tackles. 4th and 1, gotta have it, and we are denied. Still down by a couple scores, but we're not giving up hope. Need a touchdown and an onside kick to win this game. The zigzag gonna get us into the end zone. The onside kick. No, we get a defensive stop, but the interception, our bugaboo in this game. We're gonna drop another one. We'll drop in the conference standings as well. 21 points for our offense. Another rivalry game. It seems like we're in a rivalry game almost every other week with this rebuild. The slant going to be a turnover, resulting in 7 for the bad guys. And a missed field goal. We had the power, but not the accuracy. Deep in the pocket, forcing a pass to Gillenborg. We're going to give the ball back to the Rams. Pass underthrown. And our worst game of the season couldn't come at a worse time. Fighting for a right to get into the conference championship game. And a deep ball here. Trying to get our tight end a Heisman, it seems. He gets down to the 5. 1st and goal, we couldn't get it. 2nd and goal, we get in there. Still down by 3 scores. We go for 2. And the pressure's too much, and we fumble the ball. This double pass wouldn't work either, and it's going to be points for the bad guys. I think as the season progresses, we got to get Whaley more involved in the run game. Got to stop throwing forced passes to our only playmaker. Boise State coming in at home, so we have the home field advantage, but not the kicking advantage. We miss a kick. Somehow we find a man through 2 defenders, trying to get it to John Michael. The play action working out successfully, unlike it had in the previous 2 contests. And we let our power back give us a lead before the half. A minute to go, finding John Michael wide open inside the 30. 4th and 1. Met at the line. No! Play action! Touchdown, Wyoming! A turnover and a short yard sneak from Svoboda. This game is firmly in hand. Putting it away here on the John Michael crossing. Love the resiliency, the accountability from our players, bouncing back after some rough losses. We're going to end the regular season up at Wazoo, Spillman, Washington. You see our passing attack, our 13 personnel, and a long field goal. Does it have enough? You betcha. All right, so we're up by 3 inside of the second quarter. We're looking for our tight end. Who else? He's the Travis Kelce of the Mountain West Conference. 2nd and medium, a smash route. Coming back to the ball, a great pass and catch. A slot fade to Sargent in the back of the end zone. The Cougars don't know what's hit them. And here we go. We're getting Whaley back involved in the game. Going to try to salt away a victory. The rush on this punt is too much, and they sack our punter. We'll fumble the ball, and the Cougars making a push for a late comeback. They take a late lead. Going to need a late game heroics from Svoboda and Gillenborg. Under a minute to play, we get some 4th down conversions. Pulling up in the pocket, Svoboda channeling his inner Josh Allen inside the 20. Under 20 seconds to go, and we'll find Scott a wide open lane into the end zone. And nearly a choking away moment for one of the best teams in the Mountain West. They wouldn't lose to their Pac-12 opponent. We get a 3-star commit. And there we go, boys. We're in the Mountain West Conference Championship game. We're going to head to Northern California and get stopped on 4th and 1 inside of our opponent's 5. Our next possession, we'd find Whaley some blocks. He'd get down to the 1. And Svoboda would finish the job from there. Back to pass. Too many red jerseys around that football. 4th and 2. And instead of getting it to Gillenborg, we find the bubble route. Continuing the drive, and Whaley on the angle route, taking a massive hit but hanging onto the ball. The lead staying with the Cowboys. A turnover, 3rd and goal. Going to have to settle for 3. The line not holding up will take a massive sack. Only our first of the contest, but this deep pass not brought in, but RPI. That's a little bit of a questionable call. Ultimately, it wouldn't matter. We win the game. And our first conference championship in this rebuild. 9-4 heading into the bowl game. And for a team that wasn't expected to do much, maybe get to a bowl game, is pretty incredible. Jalen Milroe, a Heisman winner, and we're going to head back to New Mexico. We lost a game here earlier in the season. Going to face the Bulldogs from the former WAC team, Louisiana Tech, an early interception. They convert it into 7, down by 2 scores. Gillenborg, you just can't rip the ball away from him. When he's open, he's bringing it in, just like he is on this touchdown pass. No, stopped at the 1. He'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. Jack State, the group of 5 team, and Whaley going to cut the deficit in half. A minute to go, looking for points before halftime, and we throw a red zone interception. Gillenborg making up for the previous blunder in the first half. 4th and 3. It's going to be a turnover. inside of our own, deep inside of our own territory, and we gift the Bulldogs a free 7 points. Sure, we're going to find a comeback, especially when we keep giving the ball away. A long field goal. We're going to need an onside kick no matter what. We have the timeout, so we kick it off to him, and we're going to find John Michael up the seam. 25 yards to go. Needing a touchdown. He's wide open. A massive hit hanging on the wall. Plenty of life left for the Cowboys. And he's into the end zone. This is our Dos Equis go for Dos moment. And we can't. What is that play call? Season's going to end there 9-5. A conference championship. We'll catch you for year 2. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.